Alright, let's talk to this guy. This SWTOR guy. This guy right here.
Ah, the problem solver returns from the Revanite heretics. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
I met him.
It was a man. I couldn't learn his name, but he wore this amulet.
Oh, perhaps that will be enough. A symbol of rank or affiliation or...
Echo didn't like that for some
I
reason.
know this amulet. How did you obtain it?
It wasn't easy. Call it diplomacy.
I have a way with people.
This is the amulet of my master Darth Jarnus, taken from the Order of Revan. Speak to no one of this. I will deal with my master myself.
Need any help?
I could deal with him for you, if you want.
She didn't
No,
like that
that is
either.
unnecessary. Take your payment for my own keepings. It is all I can offer you without alerting Darth Jarnus. Leave now. We cannot be seen together any longer, and I have much to do.
Hope it goes well.
Wish you luck.
You've done well.
Random dude appears
Now
in front of
go.
me. What?
And beware of Jarnus.
You beware, Jarnus. Hell yes, look at all that. Look at that. Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about. Look at something like that. Hell yeah. And then we can do this. And unify colors. Boom! Oh yeah. Kick ass. Alright.
So this is pretty priceless. There's a ton of buzz on the net about someone breaking into Fothra's place. Fothra's been throwing credits around to find out who did it. No takers. Nemro's paying them to keep quiet. He's having way too much fun watching Fothra suffer.
That's good to know.
Nice to be able to keep tabs on things.
You know, Brayden used to say I was unique for having this HoloNet link. But I've no clue how I got it. I've had this implant forever. Parents must have had me teched out as a baby. Who does that?
Beats me.
I suppose that's a good question.
Brayden was always encouraging me to look for my past, and I figured street kid from Nar Shaddaa, what's to know? Now, gotta admit he was right. Something weird there.
Do this for Brayden.
Least you can do for the old man is honor his wishes. See what you can find out.
You're right. I owe this to Brayden. I'll check into it. Thanks. Really, I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Mako. Now let's go cause mayhem and destruction. Boop.
Reports of the raid on Lord Grathan's estate are pouring in. I trust you were successful in your endeavor. My daughter Veretta is...
A lovely sculpture.
I made her into a fancy paperweight.
You froze her. Why? I was so specific in my directions. Why in the galaxy would you do this? Why would you refuse a specific order and not eliminate the target?
I'm a slave to my passions. Nope, this is between you and her.
I figured it was a family affair.
You're incredibly insightful for a bounty hunter. As soon as you left the premises, I realized my mistake. A mistake that would haunt me the rest of my days.
We weren't about to let that happen, sir.
You've done me a great service, Hunter. She's all I have of her mother.
She lives then?
You're not gonna kill her?
No, of course not. Contain her, maybe, until she can be made to see reason. Here is your writ and your fee. Now, please. I need some time with my daughter.
Alright, I'll take it. Why not? Now I gotta go back to Krista, and I'm almost done with this place. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Krista! I need to speak.
Second bounty is done. Just one more, and I'm in the melee.
Right you are. And competition is heating up. That little green girl, Iopian Rattle, finished all her bounties. Heard she poisoned an Imperial moth.
Lucky we didn't get that one. Not sure how we'd work it out.
Now, I ain't allowed details on whatever you were scrapping for Admiral Fabal, but I got a clearance note says it was duly scrapped. Nice payday, too.
I'll keep it confidential.
Professionals don't talk about their clients.
I hear you. Less I know, the better. Here we go. Bounty 3. I call it, someone's got a serious hate for my hunter. Top secret, crazy, red flag covered. This one's for a Captain Metal in Imperial Intelligence. No other information.
I'll head over there.
It's like I'm working for spies this time.
Better not want us to poison someone.
Stay careful. Get this one done and don't get yourself dead in the process.
Alright, kick ass. And it looks like Mako gets some new shit too. Mako? Right? Mako? Or is that mine? I got something. Mako's padded pants. Oh, I had that. Well, where are they? Oh. Make sure she's all unified. There we go. Let's go, Mako.
What the? Oh, right. The bounty hunter. Glad you could make it. You nervous, Hunter? Parked in the middle of Imperial Intelligence and all.
I could say one word, or touch one button, and you'd disappear forever.
Poof. Gone. Just like that. No one would even dare to ask what happened to you.
Just try it.
Go ahead, say the word, and see what happens.
Nicely done. I like you, Hunter. I really do. I never signed up for this cloak and dagger stuff. I was a regular soldier. Then one day, I put together a covert op raid that goes a little too well. And bam! I'm in Imperial Intelligence. Look, what I'm saying is the stuff that goes on in these halls is insane. And all of it is crazy hush-hush. So what I'm going to tell you has to stay just between you and me. Got it?
That's how you want it.
Very well, I understand.
Here's the deal. There's a huge ancient Sith temple on Drummond Cuss. Used to just sit there being scary. Now the place is crawling with Sith sorcery, and it's been ordered a no-go zone for everyone. Naturally, we sent a team in. My commander led that team. Nobody came back. We can't report any of them dead without reporting the mission, which puts me in a bind.
So what's my job? Oh, I see where this is going.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to the temple?
Because you've got warrior instincts, like me.
No,
If I can't prove
like
my commander's dead,
money.
I can't take over his spot, which means an ugly power vacuum. I'm hiring you to enter that temple and find the team's ID cards, especially my commander's. I need those IDs to create more acceptable deaths for them.
Go to temple, get ID, got it.
It's a done deal.
I tell you, I envy you getting to do the fun part. Make sure you find an Imperial commander named Gargan. Can't imagine there'll be more than one corpse in a temple wearing commander stripes. Grab all the team's ID cards and double time it back here, quietly.
Quiet is not the way I do things. So it's just him, me, his guards, and Mako that all know. Sure. Nobody will find out.
Damn it, this would never have happened on my watch. No offense, Hunter, but we were better off before the war, when we were still closed to the rest of the galaxy. First, it's slave rebellions in the jungle, then this. We wouldn't have allowed these kinds of things 30 years ago.
You've lost me.
Whoa, slow down and start at the beginning.
I was sent to this construction site to investigate unusual behavior among the droids. I wasn't here long when one of the units attacked me. I barely escaped with my life, but worse than that, I found this transmitter on the droid.
On.
Why are you wasting my time?
It's apathy that's destroying this empire from the inside out. I warned my superiors what would happen if they continued to be lax about this planet's security. Someone, an independent interest, a rogue Sith Lord, is using these droids to broadcast Kars City's schematics to an off-planet location.
I got my blaster ready.
You want me to blow up some droids or what?
We need to get those transmitters. If we can remove enough of them from the droids, it'll make the data they're sending unintelligible. The sooner we get those transmitters out, the better. This information can't end up in the hands of our enemies.
Alright. Take care of the droids, got it. Captain Empire guy, I did it.
Back already? And you have the transmitters?
No need to be startled.
Don't act too surprised. I'll think you had no faith in me.
You're right. I owe you thanks. If you'll give me a moment, I'll upload the data to High Command and we'll see what's what.
What's what?
This is worse than I ever would have imagined. Lord Grathan's behind this. He has to be.
I know that guy.
I've faced Lord Grathan and his renegade forces. What's he done now?
He's covered his tracks well. We won't be able to prove it, but Lord Grathan has been sending security codes and planetary readouts off-world. Everything an invading army would need. Major Shellister is already en route to the probable invasion site with every soldier he can find. They'll meet you just across the bridge. Hurry.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll go for the new build. And the level. I like when I level. I get some cool stuff. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do that. Commit. And C, make sure we're all color coordinated. Because otherwise you just look silly. And we don't want to look silly.
You certainly look fearless and strong. I could use your help out here. Please excuse me.
Major
It's
Swain,
these
Swain,
long
sure.
nights excavating relics near the Dark Temple. I'm Major Swain Lothar, Imperial Reclamation Service.
Lothar.
My team uncovered several significant artifacts at a nearby dig. That's when things started going wrong.
Priceless, eh?
There's a finder's fee for these relics?
Of course, but there's more than relics in those caves. First, it was strange noises from the temple, then figures lurking nearby. My team didn't like it, but I told them to push on. Now they're days overdue, and I owe a report to Lord Duan. But I can't go out there. I need someone to find them, make sure the artifacts make it.
Rescue and recover. Got it.
I'll get your boys and your trinkets.
Thank you. I was just about to write the whole dig off as a loss. My team's still in those caves. Whatever's happened, please bring those relics to Lord Duan. He's overseeing a small camp by the Dark Temple.
Good Lord, what the hell? Alright. That we will, Mr. Weird Guy Man. That's almost over and done with.
I've only a moment to rest. Those things from the Dark Temple are attacking again. Jez thinks they're drawn to the artifacts. I bet he's right. They went berserk the second we packed everything up to leave. It's time to make a stand. If those crazies want our relics, they'll have to kill us first.
Alright. I'll do this with this guy.
My mind to it.
Grab that. Alrighty, Mr. Captain Physics. What do you got to say?
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on. But people who go in there, they don't come back.
Other people die. Not me.
You don't need bravery when you've got a good blaster.
Then you are everything I could have hoped for. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor.
Roll my eyes.
The expeditions
Empire,
I sent
Jesus.
in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower. They were slaves mostly. But the data is essential.
Data.
What kind of data was it?
We were studying a recent increase in seismic activity in the area, including possible damage to the temple itself. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Drome and Kars.
It's not glamorous, but will you help?
I guess.
I'll see if I can fit that in.
I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
Alright. And we got another dude over here. And we have mail. I want to check my mail. Lord Alaric.
You mercenary, you were let through. Has someone finally decided to secure the temple?
I'm here on other business.
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
Not really my thing.
Saving people isn't usually what I do.
Then you have missed a great avenue for glory. The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Let me get... Oh, uh-oh.
That ain't sounding too good.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Kel'ria, and their expedition plunged into madness.
What about me?
If I go in, will I go mad too?
Not necessarily. Many of the troops sent in after were simply slaughtered. Because Lord Kel'ria died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality. For those around him, his power overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Kel'ria himself.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wake me when you're done.
You are lucky I have no other to turn to in this dark time. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Don't be so pessimistic.
Maybe that won't happen.
We're not going to be saved by optimism, young one. I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
Don't worry.
No one will be left standing.
That will not stop the next group of idiots from putting us right back in this situation. The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch, effective but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
Alright, then we will work on that.
Right.